Another quick thing regarding Artemis program, the rocket for the first Artemis 1 launch has finally rolled out after 20 years of delays. So I'm going to shit on this. I have shit on this a lot. Obviously, I'm very happy the U.S. government is finally going back to the moon, but each rocket costs like $2 billion, and the entire program so far has cost like $21 billion, and they're not using the money correctly. It's also 18 years late. So I'm happy they're finally doing it. This is basically the largest lost cause fallacy ever. And yeah, if you just look at it, it looks like a big mishmash of everything the U.S. has ever created before into one rocket, which also cost more than any of the other ones. Cape Canaveral, Florida, NASA's new mega rocket for its Artemis 1 moon mission is on the launch pad for the first time. On Thursday, March 17th, the largest doors in the world open at the Vehicle Assembly Building, VAB, at NASA's Kennedy Space Center here in Florida's Space Coast. The rocket that will launch the next astronauts to the moon began rolling out to the launch pad. It reached its destination more than 11 hours later, settling atop its pad as dawn approached. The rocket, SLS, the most powerful rocket ever built, technically, rolled. So this is the largest rocket ever built. Rolled towards KSC Pad 39B, Orion spacecraft on top, both riding the agency's massive crawler. The hauler vehicle, officially called the Crawler Transporter 2, CT2, carried the 5.5 million pound, 2.5 million kilogram SLS and 50,000 pound Orion capsule at about 0.8 miles per hour towards the pad. It moves very slow, but it has these things that are like constantly keeping it level. So if you haven't looked at the video, I'll try to describe it right now. It's this crawler goes underneath the launch pad, raises up, and then lifts the entire launch pad, the tower, and the rocket all at the same time. And then on two giant tracks, it rolls the entire thing into the tallest and largest open air building in the world, the VAB, which was built for the Apollo missions. Obviously now still going to the moon with it. So this thing's fucking massive, and it can pick up a lot of shit. So finally, it's moved out to the pad. They're doing a wet dress rehearsal very soon. As of recording this, it's probably happening. Wet dress rehearsal. Wet dress rehearsal is set to occur in a few weeks, early April, which is right now. The trial will be followed by 8 to 9 days of additional testing at the pad before SLS and Orion are slowly rolled back to the VAB on the crawler. Their mission team members will assess how it goes, blah, 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 blah. Here we go. What we'll see in the mission, okay, so biggest next step, which is happening probably as of recording this right now, after the rollout is wet dress rehearsal, which will see the mission team fuel up SLS on the launch pad, conduct a practice countdown, and essentially run the entire process of fueling everything except minus the ignition. So that's happening right now. That's really going to be stress testing it. They've already ran the entire core for, 4 minutes? I talked about it before in another episode, always calling back to the old episodes, but it's going to be the largest rocket launched in a very long time, and that shit's going to be loud as fuck. It's also going to be kind of cool because, like, I'd like to go to it, but who knows when it's actually going to launch because it's taken 18 years for it to even get to this point anyway, so